Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Transport Fever. We're back at Indianapolis. I've not unpaused the game. We are exactly the same place as we were when we left off last time. So for those of you who missed it, go back and watch it. I shouldn't have to fill you. Oh, okay, I'll fill you in. So we moved we moved everything really. So the goods station was here. It's now over there. We moved the passenger station from kind of here-ish. And it's now over the other side of the river. This, in turn, of course, has entirely wrecked just about everything of value in terms of routes that I had going on in the town, which is fine by me. A little bit of remodelling is good for the soul, apparently. So, first thing I'm going to do today is, we'll finish off some of the necessary construction elements that are going on, and the first of which is I'm going to change this road up a bit. And this bridge is too ugly to... Oh, gotta get that bus out of the way. Let's give the bus somewhere to run off to. Let's assume this is a cheap road. There we go. 300 grand? No. I want to pay quite a lot less than that, if I'm honest with you. Too much slope. Too much slope. You're going to fight me the entire way. There you go. We're going to have to spend something expensive to make this happen. No, look. There can't possibly be too much slope. Look, what if I do that? There's virtually no slope there. Come on, wiggle, slope. No. Oh, hell. I'll worry about that in a moment. Let's finish deleting this bridge. Because this bridge is ugly. I should have showed you that beforehand. I'm not deleting stuff just willy-nilly, although, there is a certain amount of willy-nilly. It's still... look at this tatty piece of junk. Right, how am I going to get that out of there? Right, we do a bit of that, and then... we'll get this little cheapy road here. No, look. Why you insist on going bendy? We don't need bendy. I want to spend as little as possible, right, and get this out of the way. Now, theoretically, I should now be able to do that, and the bus will mysteriously drive along the road all of its own volition. Good, right? Yes. And then we build a new bridge. So... what do you think? Should we go for a really aggressive bridge? Because, aggressively aggressive is definitely a thing. And I'm happy to pay a little over the odds at the moment, just purely so that I don't have to do this again. If I get this looking better now, see, that's a lot more fetching. Now, there's more merit going on there. What are you thinking there, man? Just do a bit of that, yeah, and then do a bit of this, and that's what it's all about. Okay, I don't want to delete the house, but I do want a nicely straight road for a good chunk of here, because the hope is that because I'm expecting that this side of the river will continue to develop, particularly if I feed the industrial area, even slightly well, it should pick up. Right, are we happy with that? It's simple, but that's a better bridge. Now I need to start thinking about how I'm going to redevelop my routes in this setup, and I think in order to do that, we're going to etch a sketch what's there already. Oh dear. Okay, well, I felt fairly certain I hadn't misclicked that. I felt fairly certain I was hovering over the right thing. It goes, have you got the building? Have you got the stop? Have you got the building? Have you got the stop? And I clicked and it was the building. If you ever wonder why I struggle for cash in this game, wander no further. Wander no more. That's the reason right there. Honestly, touchy flipping thing. And I'm doing this with more haste than is strictly necessary or strictly advisable. Just going to upgrade these roads to be a little bit swifter in nature. And actually, if I thought about it, let's think about it. Let's add a bus lane to some of the key route. That's a large street there. We can go more aggressive with that, because there's nothing better than replacing it once, then replacing it again, in order to just drum your running costs up there. So I want a bus lane all of the bridges, because historically bridges have been jolly good when it comes to getting snarled up with traffic. So as long as because the other good thing about bus lanes, of course, is that they also affect your trucks. Your trucks benefit from bus lanes as much as buses do. Are we going to carry on with that, or have we had enough of that? We've had enough of that. Okay, right. Well, let's try deleting another bus stop. Let's see if we can do this better. Right, there's the bus stop. We've got it. Do not move the mouse. Click the button. I love the way it paused there ever so slightly to just to give me a moment's worth of "don't you do it." Right, what else are we missing? Is that everything now? I think that's everything. Right, so I need to now, in fact, if we call up the line itself, that should help. Commuter. Oh, maybe it's disappeared. Well, what's happened to the buses then? Are they just now going to roam the world until the end of time? Where are you? You're on Ind Commuter. Bring up Ind Commuter. You're looking for routes that, strictly speaking, don't actually exist anymore. Okay, right. So what I'm going for is full coverage here. We'll start with our station, and as much as the optimist in me says, let's go this side and see if we can build it up here. This side is the tried and tested. I mean, there's no harm in doing both, I suppose. It's more a case of, can I fit in a nice station? Let's try and get you lined up straight. Okay, 10,000. That's not too bad. Right, add station, Lincoln Street. Right, then we'll remove all of the others. No. You don't need to wait for a full load there, friend. We're taking you out of the picture entirely. Turn that off. Build another one. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to try and do. Hold on. Yes, it is what I'm going to try and do is get maximum coverage. So I actually want to open this up. So as you can see, we're already picking up a little from the other side of the station, but presumably that catchment area also embodies all of that bit, which admittedly it hasn't got a lot going on there right now, but it will have. Right, okay, so everything wants to drive on the right, which is something I always have to remind myself, otherwise I get it wrong. So up here would be the optimistic build point for future expansion. And because I'm an optimist, we're going to go with the optimistic build point for future expansion. And then we're coming around here on the right. Yes. Yeah. Then what? We want somewhere down here, but I do also want to get over the other side of the river. So we come around here, on the right. Yeah. Chug, 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 chug. Something like, I mean, that takes in an awful lot of real estate. What about down here? That's not bad, but this would be better. Let's go for that one. Yeah? That's on the left, so that'll be on the right. And then another one there. Yeah, let's go around here on the right. We'll stick that one back in. There we are. And then, I don't know, something around here. Now, see, what's missing currently is a crossing other than this bridge. Other than the bridge. Okay, well, we could... Yeah, okay, we'll come down. So we're coming down here. Probably take a route over the bridge, come round down here, and then if I stop there, right, and I complete the route out using something like this. In fact, when we can go large, we'll go large. Do a bit of that. No, actually, do a bit of that, right? Yeah, take it. And then do a bit of this. You. No. Do a bit of that. Good. That should loop it round nicely where we come back to there, turn around, come out, and we're off and running. So, we shall now firm that up. Right, that's first. And there's walnut. And then, where did I decide I was going next? I decided we were going to go around here and then hit this one. Yep. And then this one. Yes. And then here. Good. So far, doing as anticipated. It's something of a convoluted route. But since when was that unusual? Now, what would be handy here is if I'd built a stop down this bit somewhere. Ah, no, you don't hit that bit, though. All right, I'm going to need another route across, I suspect. And he doesn't want to go around the corner. All right, well, hold on then. I want you to go around the corner because I have a feeling that that this area next to the wherever it is, the goods station, has the ability to. Well, hold on. What have I just done? Indianapolis. Remove that because it doesn't exist anymore. There we go. That's what I wanted you to do. Right. Well, it'll either work or it won't. And, you know, I can confidently say it will either work or it won't. So that's now Ind commuter. Now, I've got vehicles on there. I've got a selection, a motley crew. Let's... I believe there's a new bus coming up, actually. We're not far off the Goldfish Bowl being introduced, so we'll leave that at 100% and see if we catch those last two there. Anyway, that should get that moving. Next job is to do the same thing for the passenger route, because that's now going into a whole new station. And it will be, yeah, as it is already, it's complaining about the absence of the station that was there before. So Indianapolis itself, you there, don't exist. Yeah, I know you're complaining, but there you go, do that. Right. That should work. Well, we got a nice big green line there, and that will also be a little more profitable than the previous, because it is just slightly further to travel. Right, next up is Ind Food. Ind, no, has disappeared. I bet the train's still around though. Almost certainly waiting for a full load. There you go. Indianapolis halt doesn't exist anymore. So now we need to steady on. Now we need to plug it into here. Yes, that's good. All right, add station. That one. Indianapolis sidings. Good. You should now be happy as well. For my next trick, we now need to sort out the goods situation. So we're looking for Indianapolis food delivery by truck. Indianapolis food. Okay, you're going from Exchange here. That's a good place to go from. And then you're heading to Central, which is there. Okay. Well, what have you got in the surrounding area? Plenty of blue. Okay. Well, that's all good then. All right. Indianapolis food. Good. Yes. Happy with that? I think so. All right. And then we need to check fuel deliveries as well, which comes out of this one. This chap undoubtedly waiting. And you head back and drop off here. Now, that's a little far away from the action. Let's have a look at your catchment area there. Yeah, your catchment area is awful. So I might stick a fresh one in for that. Right in the guts of the industrial area. Just like that. Right, and then we'll remove whatever the heck it was is down here. Exchange, we'll remove that. No, that's food. That you wanted to keep that one. All right, okay, fine. To exchange, loaded, wait till full, and then this one, we don't want exchange. Don't confuse yourself. Transfer's fine. We want to remove that and instead add Indianapolis North. Good. All right, I think That'll do it. I have almost certainly missed something, but we shall find that out in due course. We are underway. What do we want to follow? What's going to be the most interesting? In fact, I'm going to up the speed just a touch. Right. What are you complaining about? Absolutely nothing. There are no complaints in my dojo. All right, we've made a bit of cash. I'm going to start enacting heavy repayment until I've decided what the next project is going to be. Now, I'm pretty certain that this is going to be somewhat profitable. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stand here and I'm going to smooth until a train comes. As soon as I've got some money. All right, that's a bad idea then. Okie doke. Now, this is probably empty. Yeah, there we go. But that's not going to stop us following it. Oh, actually, that's the other thing I could do. I've been busy. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. There we are. Brand new kernel failure logoage for all of my team. After a certain amount of faffing about, we managed to get that working. Just past the mystery trees, look. Makes it look natural. On the bridge. Over the bridge. Yeah, see, that's pretty nice. Not so keen on this excessive slope there, but what I should have done was built the bridge, then built the station, rather than what I did do, which was the other way around. Okay, right, people. This is now a thing. This is now... Why are you having a fight? Why is a fight occurring? End commuter. You're not waiting till full. Just clear off. I mean, this scrappy thing needs upgrading to the very latest in technology. Now, I appreciate that I don't have the money for that at the moment, but, you know, perhaps make that happen? Perhaps? Would that be too much to ask? Obviously, haven't got the cash. Anyway, we do have a passenger waiting, and that's a good place to start. And people will pick up on this. They will get the idea that this is a happy thing to be doing. And I think a little while on. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're waiting to allow the others to space out. Fair enough. Actually, that's a decent looking bus. It's a kernel failure branded bus. See, complete with the bulldozer on the front. And they seem to have invested in some chrome alloys, which is also a good thing. Come on, get out of the way. Don't hang around. Clear off. You don't wait for a bus and then two come along at once. Right, okay, let's go have a look over here back at Goods HQ and see if you've got with the program. 17. Let's get you rolling. Hold on, let's get you rolling the easy way. And I want to get that rolling just so that I can get some of those transport routes even, running. Mr. Train. Now, once this is established, once this setup is done, we should, because I'm feeling faintly confident that decent profits are inbound. We should be in a good position to start expanding outwards, and I'll talk through that in a moment. Just as soon as we've got this next bit under control and comes out that tunnel. Good strobe lighty shadows going on there. In fact, you know what? Let's pile on. Let's jump on board and see where we're headed. Look at this for some actual signals. Bit of dubious track crossing. Like it. Totally safe. There's one of my planes, look. Carrying, I imagine, nobody. Other than the pilot and his best pal, the co-pilot. Yep, automatically trimming the trees. Oh, that's dangerous. You don't really want to see that. If I'm honest, branches across the line. And here we go, we've got another big dip into the station coming up. That'll be the end of the year save going on. There we go. Right. So if I back out of there now, what was that worth? A knot insignificant amount of money. I mean, not a large amount of cash, obviously, but you know, that was okay. And in the meantime, I've made £3.5 million. Yeah, all right. Stop showing off your flashy logo. You're not that clever. Right, how did we do last year? 981 down. Spent 2 point some odd million on bulldozing, 7 million on construction costs. So all told, I was actually 6 million up last year. Yeah, I know. I find it hard to believe as well. But you know, there it is. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's where we are. That's where we're up to. Save a bit of cash, just in case anybody's trying to upgrade. And the station is now starting to fill out. Now, several of you have commented that I should have a second passenger train on this line. It's coming. It will happen when I reach the next destination on this, well, what will be a relatively elongated route. So from here, from Indianapolis, we're going to go up to Pembroke Pines. Now, that's going to be a pricey one, because I can either fling it round the edge of this mountain, in which case we're going to, should we call it a mountain? A very small mountain or significant hill, and it will either cost a lot of money to go through the middle, in which case once we've paid it, then everything should be, you know, hunky-dory. We should make a decent amount of money out of that. Or we go around the outside, which means we make less profit, but there's less upfront investment. And right now, we're starting to transition in 1954 into, let's think about the later part of the game. You know, how are we going to develop this as time goes on? Now, what are you hauling? 40 fuel, which should all come here. The Black Pearl is having a wiggly moment, and I've noticed that ships seem to be reluctant to sport my logo. Quite happy to sport a bit of Swiss nationalism, but loyalty to the company, rather, is not something that they seem to give a monkey's about. I'll bear that in mind when it comes time to renew this captain's contract. Come on, in you go. No, you've overcooked that. Clip the front of the dock. That's another insurance payment gone. Right, here we come. So this is not going to make a huge amount of money, but it should feed the truck station here. Should feed the truck station. Feed the truck station. Feed it. Thank you. You've still got 2 fuel left on board, but that's okay. Where did it go? Where did it go? What's in range of this? Because the only other thing it could have done is gone directly to this industrial area. How many did you just pick up there, chum? Doesn't seem to be in range. You haven't got anything on board. Right. See, look, there doesn't appear to be anything in range. But these are all industrial buildings over here. Let's talk to the townsfolk and see what they're telling me. 2 of 131. So I got paid out, and yet it doesn't appear that anything got dropped off. All right, well, that's baffling. Right, let's go and just nudge the goods service, because this is one of the first things I'm going to upgrade. You're there. The other one's never in. Always off gallivanting with friends. There you go. Go on. Speaking of which, where are you? Here we are, coming back from a quick gallivant. Oh, look at this. Oh, look, we're Superman it in front of the train. Oh, yes. That's real Superman, of course. Mr. Christopher Reeve. Repay. None of these Johnny-come-lately Supermans. Good. Right, okay, so I mean, look, this has got plenty waiting. What do we got? Wait, 86, and I think the capacity on this isn't actually much. No, the capacity is 84. So we need a bigger train. Because I mean, this is succeeding largely because it's dropping off both in Warren and then in Boston as well. And I hope to replicate something similar with the other side of the line. But they're both going to need to be much bigger trains. Now let's, what size is this station? This is a 240. So if we look at this chat now, there you go, full load, clears off, and there's still 20 waiting. Huh? That's what we call room for something. Right, so let's have a look what we can upgrade it with. Now, what I want is I want a good big diesel hauling monstrosity, because I could switch to yon big boy here, and frankly I ought to. You can't do a USA series and not big boy it when the opportunity presents itself. Alright, we'll do that. It's not going to be flipping cheap though, is it? What do we feel about for this service? See, I'm really enjoying the grey. Alright, so we'll do the grey. We'll add that. Alright, that's 11.6 million, as you do. And then naught but food. Now, it's also been suggested that if I were to stick a tank car on there, that would do the job. Now, we've got this New Haven. Now, I'm gonna try and resist going electric. I'm actually going to de-electrify some stuff, just to keep it a bit more, you know, heavy industry in nature. We're delivering food. Keep your brain in the game. All right, 18. So that's your 36. That's your 72. That's what? That's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. How long is it? 163. You know what? I'm going to max length this. That's 1 meter over length. We'll go there. 26 million. Right. Okay. This is possibly foolish. 26 million. Can I borrow that much? Right. Well, probably is the answer. 26 million. That's more than my annual income. All right, let's go mad. Where are we? March. Fine. I can change my mind. Yeah, should the need arise, my mind can be changed. Right, we've got 29 million in the bank. We're going to want to see this. This is going to be just an epic length train. We want to see the train. That's the old one. I can't help but think that this is a completely stupid idea. You know, why not just leave it alone, right? It's making good money. While we follow it back, let's follow it back, because you can't say while we follow it back and then not follow it back. If we look at routes and the route profitability, where are we? Boss Food is doing 424 a year. Okay, well maybe I would be a little bit less reticent if it was making more money. This is an act of insanity, because I'm going to be probably paying back the best part of $1 million on loan repayments. So here's the rule there, Boss Food. You are going to pay off. All right, you're going to make me mad bank. I've possibly put too many cars on you, but you know, go big or go home. Here we go. No going back. It's like being on a roller coaster. Kaboom! All right. 126. So we've got 216 capacity. 116, that's enough. Just get rolling, man. Just get going. Right, 100% no off. Repay everything. 30 odd million in debt. Somebody asked in the comments last time around, forgive me for not correctly name checking you, but the question was, how is it I'm able to get more than 10 million in loan? Your loan limit increases. Let's go with increases. Increases as you start earning more. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just increases over time automatically. But this is a handsome looking train. All right. Well, you haven't quite covered your running costs on that one. What have you got left? 36 more. Alright, that's good. Now, the other thing this is going to run into, of course, is the delivery coming in from the two goods lines using those two little Alco diesels. Oh no, this is a shot not to be missed. Something like that. No, you cut it too close. It was rubbish. Give up on yourself. Alright, let's try and get it as... Yeah, there we go. The approach. Right, let's turn off some of this. I want to keep that one on. Let's turn that one off. What was I talking about? Can I remember what I was talking... Yes, the two little Alcos that are currently delivering grain and livestock to the food processing plant. I am going to need to have words with them in the sense that they too are going to need an upgrade in order to actually ship enough unprocessed food in the direction of the... See, I saw the level crossing gate. Right, let's close that down. The electrification here getting in the way, but here it comes. With all the smoke in the world, that's a train. There we go. This is a fine-looking beast, and it's just refusing to hold still. It's too bothered about, you know, going off and making some cash. Let's get ahead of it again. God, this is the stuff. Got a bit of crane, got a bit of train, got a bit of something else that ends in "ain." There you go. I should probably leave it with that, really. I mean, you know, how's this episode possibly going to get any better than you know, some big monster of a thing just hauling it? And we will go longer. We will at some point we may look into extending to a full 320 meter station. But right now I'm looking at my overdraft. Right, I need to get through to... I think you and I need to get through to the end of the year to see how much the loan repayment's going to be. I think we can go out and say that it's going to be significant. Yeah, December 13th. Let's not hang around. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. These chaps over here, who I have focused on quite a bit recently, are going to get themselves upgraded. So they're longer. I mean, look, 4 cars. No. You can carry more than that, friend. And you will. Let me tell you that. Anyway, he's off and running. But I'm going to wait for a good diesel before I do that. As much as I could slap an extra car on each one, I think I'd rather overhaul the train in total and see if we can't get it rocketing along. Are you fully loaded? You are fully loaded. Because the two combined is only 144, and if we're waiting for 216 on the big route, you get to work. Then you know, the weight is going to be significant. We haven't even touched 90 of the capacity yet. So the only way I'm going to solve that is by getting those rocking along a bit quicker. Right. In answer to the question, if you borrow 26 million quid, how much is your debt repayment per year? 488. Really? Is that all? I'll stuff it. It's just, let's rock up all the debt then. Fine. You know, I'm comfortable with that. But there you go. As you can see, look, we've got no wrong thing. That one. 129 livestock waiting, 73 grain waiting. They can both get back in business immediately. I just don't have the train yet to stick them on, in, by, with. Anyway, thanks for watching. Throw a like at this video. Throw it from across the other side of the room. And try and put some spin on it this time. I've been Colonel Failure. I've probably mentioned that once or twice, but, you know, it's worth keeping in mind. Subscribe if you've not done so already for more erratic and completely ill-conceived building stuff and nonsense. See, it's going to turn around, head straight back out. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's what we want. But, You know, we want more. More is what we want. So yeah, upgrade the trains, upgrade all the trucks. Bosh, 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 bosh. Money. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Cheerio.